In New Light Magazine, Seeing in a New Perspective, an innovative video magazine. Feature story, From the Ground Up, Marty Farley, the power and beauty of working with Earth's natural stones. Spiritual world news, the Georgia pyramids. What are they saying about them? And what does this mean to the spiritual world? Rolling Green Project, finding eco-friendly living across the country. Mystic Corner, inspirations and meditations, holistic health, healing with Reiki. Astrology and Astronomy, monthly astrology forecast featuring Starscope Zodiac and Cusp Forecast. Stargazing tips and what to look for, Gamma Normid meteor showers. Find in New Light Magazine at www.innewlightmagazine.com or on YouTube. Contents: About in New Light Magazine, contributors and credits, Spiritual World News, Georgia Pyramids, Rolling Green Project, St. Patrick's Day, Spring Equinox, Ostara, Happenings, Feature Story, From the Ground Up, Mystic Corner, Holistic Health News and Tips, Healing with Reiki, Astronomy and Astrology, Starscope Zodiac and Cusp Astrology Forecast, Celestial Events Calendar. About in New Light Magazine. The inspiration for creating a New Light Magazine was to share a new perspective of our world. We strive to share world events, news, and information that is valuable to the spiritual side of all of us. As we travel our paths on the journey of life, we are all touched by the universal laws of the soul and spirit connection. With that in mind, we wanted to create a platform to share enlightening information with the world. We wanted to make it easy to access this information and to view it. In New Light brings stories and news to you in a video magazine. We've made it easy for you to check out the magazine each month on your phone, tablet, and computer. We hope you enjoy this new and innovative way of seeing things in a new light. Spiritual World News.
Ancient Mayan ruins in Georgia, USA. That statement alone sounds odd, but is it true? Some say yes, while others say no. This very much caught my attention, so I had to do some research on it for myself. For me, I wouldn't doubt it. Most of the indigenous peoples migrated to find better land. And then we have to consider landmass. Land moves, divides, and separates. Could Florida have been closer to Central America? Or did the Mayans migrate throughout the United States? So, is this 1,100-year-old archaeological discovery in Brasstown Falls, Georgia, Mayan, or is it the lost city Yupaha that Hernando de Soto was looking for in 1540? Or are they one and the same? While I would like to agree and say that yes, these are Mayan, we have to consider the Mississippian Native Americans that existed between 800 CE to 1500 CE. The Mississippian Native Americans were a culture of mound builders that flourished over most of the southeast and even made their way up to the Great Lakes and left behind their mounds, temples, and burial land as footprints. And yes, similar to the Mayans. The two mounds were mapped and test excavated in 1997 by Mark Williams of the Archaeology Field School of the Department of Anthropology at the University of Georgia and excavated by South African archaeologist Johannes Luber. The site, known as Kennemore site, didn't contain much human debris, but the pottery shards that were found were dated back to the late Woodland period, Napier phase around 900 CE. Lubert states this site dates back to 760 to 850 AD, around about the same time as the fall of the Mayan civilization. The two mounds are noted for having unique features and are believed that they were built to resemble the mounds at the Macon Plateau, the Ocmulgee site located in Macon, Georgia. While Mark Williams doesn't agree with the idea that the Kurrimer site is Mayan, and he is quoted on his Facebook page as stating that the claim was a wild and unsubstantiated claim made by Richard Thornton in 2011 by his writing in theexaminer.com. Thornton, who states he is Georgia Creek Indian by birth and has received the Mayan connection information orally, did gather his evidence supporting the Mayan and Kurrimer site connection from Lubert's findings. Lubert is quoted as stating, "I think that Thornton selectively presents the evidence." Thornton has studied under Roman Peña Chan, a leading Mexican archaeologist who is of Mayan origin, has made several statements of the connection between the Georgia and Mayan sites of Central America. As it is today, things are still up in the air over this subject in the field of archaeology. For me, I feel the same as the majority of people out there that this is the missing link between the Mayans and the Native American culture here in the Southeast. True, most of the information about the connection is passed down orally, but that alone should not be dismissed. There were lots of religion, practices, and stories passed orally through tribes and families that are real and true. Thornton even states there are places in Georgia and North Carolina that are similar to Mayan words. There are several ruins that the Native Americans claim are not theirs, places called Itzate or Itzay, which translates to place of Itza. Itza means Maya. The Hatichi Creeks call themselves Itzate, and the Itzate Creeks have many words that are Mayan words in their language. Regardless of your belief, we have to take notice of this. Our ancient ancestors walked upon this land at one time, worshiping in their temples, gardening in their fields, burying their dead, and living their everyday lives. Unfortunately, archaeology can only tell us so much, but we can visit these sacred places and experience a glimpse of how our ancestors coexisted on Mother Earth. These ancient sites are sacred and carry the energy of our ancestors as they long to tell us about themselves and their ancient secret. So is it or is it not Mayan? Or does it even matter? One thing is for sure, as that these sites and this land is ancient and sacred, and our ancestors held it dearly in their hearts. So go out there and discover these ancient civilizations for yourself. This is Stacy Hill with a New Light Magazine.
Rolling Green Project.
Greetings, I'm Samantha Phoenix, co-producer of the Rolling Green Project, a documentary film featuring eco-friendly, intentional communities and free energy projects. We started our road trip toward Arizona on February 10th, which took us down Coastal Highway 17 out of Savannah, Georgia into Florida, connecting with West 90 into Alabama, Mississippi, and currently into Louisiana, stopping at Walmart parking lots to nap and move on slowly but surely. By the time we got to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, we were frazzled and in desperate need of showers. We left out for Louisiana and stopped in the TA truck stop in Flydell, a very nice place to visit, just a little before you get to New Orleans. Finally refreshed, we left for New Orleans but decided to venture on into Baton Rouge before finding another Walmart for the night. Once there, we made some money getting work on Craigslist and spent a lot of time at the McDonald's on Segan Road, where we were so impressed with their facility, I decided to talk to their manager before we left.
My name is Michael Denmore. I'm the general manager at this location, and it's McDonald's, store number 11071.
I did notice that unlike other McDonald's, usually when we go in, we have to really look around for a place to plug in our computers, and sometimes that can be really difficult. I noticed in here you not only have very accessible appliances, but they also have the USB ports, which again, was very impressive. Are there more McDonald's including these upgrades for travelers?
Yeah, they're starting to do it. We're actually one of the first stores to do it in this area, but some of the other stores along the interstate corridors are doing it as well.
Why do you think yours was chosen as like one of the first ones?
Well, the remodel that they did at this store was one of the, I think this is only the second one that looks like this in the whole, it's called a gateway store, so they just added some things. My boss suggested that they add those in, so they decided to put those into this store because we have a lot of interstate travel and stuff like that.
And I did notice you have a very friendly staff. We've stopped at quite a few places that they're not quite as friendly. Their facilities are not nearly as clean. And we've really appreciated being able to sit here and use your facilities while we took care of things here in town because we are traveling through. And Taylor was also very helpful, very accommodating with questions that I've had. I have noticed that you're very friendly to your staff. You treat them very respectfully.
Well, I try to be.
Well, a lot of people don't, especially in this kind of industry. So I found that also very impressive.
I appreciate it. Just spread the word. There are good fast food restaurants out there, and just good luck with your documentary.
Thank you very much.
Well.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it.
After waiting for the traffic to subside on I-10, we left out of Baton Rouge, got stuck in a downtown park after being unable to take our exits off of the left of the interstate, and got a very nice police escort out and back onto a place we could wait out the traffic before heading on down the road of Lake Charles. In Lake Charles, we met an angel in the Walmart parking lot the next morning that helped us get to our current location in a very nice RV park with showers and electricity. Lake Charles has a wonderful inviting energy, delicious water, and we have really been enjoying our stay here. However, by the end of this week we will be heading into Texas for our next stop in San Antonio. We're not sure how long we will stay there before we head on to Arizona, but I am sure the journey will be just as incredibly fascinating and wondrous. We even had a hitchhiker we didn't know about for obviously a few days. To keep up with our daily adventures and to get the full scoop on the journey, go to www.rolandgreenproject.org, and we will return with more highlights and updates in next month's issue.
Stick a pick. Never lose your pick again. Go to stickapick.com now or look for us on YouTube.
St. Patrick's Day, 1813 to 2013 in Savannah, Georgia. Hi everybody. Well, it's March, and anyone who lives or has lived or visited Savannah, Georgia knows about St. Patrick's Day. It's our own version of Mardi Gras, except this time we get to be Irish, even if you aren't. Savannah, Georgia hosts the second largest St. Patrick's Day parade. But that's not all. Being that we are from the South, we have to start our day with the green grits, and we usually have green beer for lunch, dinner, and so on. Even if you aren't a beer drinker, for this day, many people partake. It begins around March 8th and continues through the 17th. Savannah will truly paint the town green in honor of St. Patrick's Day, a favorite holiday in Georgia's first city. Named after Ireland's beloved patron saint, St. Patrick's Day is a lively and spirited annual celebration in Savannah and what has become one of the largest festivals in the Southeast. There will be gatherings to green a lot of the fountains downtown. Our city spares no expense. Savannah has been celebrating her Irish heritage for centuries. Traditional Irish values and customs of old are mingled with the excitement and charm of a city whose quirky personality comes out in all those who call Savannah home, and those here to visit Savannah for the 189th St. Patrick's Day celebration. This year's celebration will be on Saturday, March 16th. There is expected to be around 350 floats, marching bands, representatives from various Irish groups, Irish pipe bands, local and regional celebrities, area politicians, and military units make it regular appearances in Savannah's St. Patrick's Day Parade, a beloved annual tradition. The first St. Patrick's Day Parade marched through the shady streets of Savannah in 1813. In its early days, the parade was more of a military spectacle, with soldiers from various regiments marching in honor of St. Patrick's Day. Except for major wars, the parade has run nearly every year for almost 200 years. So come on out, grab a good spot, bring the kids, and enjoy being Irish for a day. There is fun to be had for all ages, and the scenery in our beautiful city cannot be denied. This is Ronnie Heelan, and I hope to see you there. Keep those Irish eyes a-smiling.
Spring equinox, Ostara, Welcome March. March is such a wonderful month. Trees and plants are beginning to turn green, birds are becoming more prominent, and yes, the sun is coming around to see us more often. March brings us the spring equinox. The spring equinox is when light and dark are balanced. The days grow longer as the dark grows shorter. Here in the United States, it is the first day of spring. The cold, dark winter is over, and new light along with new beginnings are now upon us. Mother Earth is beginning to burst open with all the blooms. Our ground becomes fertile once more to allow us to grow fruits, vegetables, and herbs to satisfy our needs. We welcome the light back to us, warming up the earth and bringing life back to us. We would like to welcome in the spring and all her abundance. We wish you all positive abundance for this year, and may you be richly blessed.
Spikes PC and IT, serving Savannah's computer and networking needs. Happenings, March 2nd through the 3rd, 2013. Repticon, Reptile Show. Doors open Saturday at 9 a.m. For more information, check out their website, www.repticon.com. March 8th through the 10th, 2013. Low Country Powwow and Cultural Festival. Gates open at 10 a.m., located in Hardyville, South Carolina. If you would like more information, you can find them on Facebook under Low Country Powwow and Cultural Festival. If you can't find them, we can help you out with more information. March 9th, 2013. Shamanic Workshop in Atlanta, Georgia. For more information, check out their website at www.shamism.org. Also on March 9th, 2013, the Temple of Three Veils is hosting a free yard sale. Limit one box each family. They're accepting donations, so please donate those things you no longer need for a good cause. For information, email them at theveilsofsavannah@yahoo.com. March 16, 2013. From the ground up at Keller's Flea Market. Marty will be back with all new pieces and taking orders for those special gifts you have in mind. You can find Marty on Facebook at www.facebook.com/FromTheGroundUp01 or send her an email at FromTheGroundUp@yahoo.com. March 20th through the 24th, 2013. Join the Phoenix family for Phoenix Fire in Lakeland, Florida. For more information, check out their website at www.PHOENISFESTIVALS.com. March 23rd, 2013. Temple of the Three Veils will be having a Stara picnic at Forsyth Park beginning at noon. Bring you a picnic, frisbees, outdoor games, and the family, and enjoy a day in the park. There will be face painting, and don't forget the Ostara. Easter eggs. The Veil, gifts for the mind, body, and spirit. Visit them online or at Keller's Flea Market. Feature story.
Our featured story for March is From the Ground Up, a Savannah, Georgia local business with master craftsman Marty Farley. I had the pleasure of meeting Marty, owner of From the Ground Up, at a mutual friend's house in Glenville, Georgia about a year ago. They told me of her jewelry making skills and how she does her own stones and makes each piece one of a kind. Of course, I was excited to meet her. I love meeting artists, especially seeing their finished masterpieces. In the beginning of February, I was able to see her down at Keller's Flea Market in Savannah, Georgia, and see the beautiful pieces she has designed. I will say I was pleasantly surprised. Her pieces are one of a kind, and she often tailors and custom designs a work of art into a jewelry piece to your specifications. Marty and her husband Kevin became interested in stones on their trip to Helen, Georgia, when they went to one of the gem mines close to Helen. Sifting through the stones, she began to feel the energy they let off. Sure, she had always been interested in rocks, but she felt like there was something else she needed to do to them. There she heard of Don Anderson, a local Georgia lapidary craftsman, and she knew she had to get in contact with him so she could learn how to wash, cut, tumble, and polish stones herself to figure out what else she could do with them. After 6 months, she met with him at the Onion Festival close to her hometown and found out he lived 6 miles down the road from her. He introduced her to lapidary machines and how they work and prepare the stones. In 2009, Marty and her husband, Kevin, attended the William Holland Lapidary School located in Young Harris, Georgia, studying under Don Thornton. Marty got her Genie all-in-one lapidary machine and the magic began. Marty understands stones have their own energy and healing qualities, so she only works with the stones that speak to her. She is an avid user of stones to heal, help others in certain situations in their lives, or just make someone extremely happy with a piece of beautiful jewelry, which she readily does. She waits to see which stone speaks to her, then allows herself to be a true channel for what the stone would like to become. All of her pieces are handmade and one of a kind. She can get pieces to match for the best of her ability, keeping in mind she does all this with her hands. She can make matching wedding bands for those of you who want one-of-a-kind pieces. She can also make pendants with matching bracelets and rings. Mother's rings, grandmother rings, hat bands with matching bracelets. The list goes on and on. She can also make filigree rings, or a ring with a beautiful stone with beads on the side. The list of what she can do is almost limitless. Marty will be back at Keller's Flea Market in Savannah, Georgia on March the 16th, 2013 if you would like to go check her out there, or you can check her Facebook page out at www.facebook.com/FromTheGroundUp01. She has photos of her jewelry pieces and stones in her picture albums there, or you can message her to see if she can make something special just for you. So everybody go check out our local jewelry and lapidary craftsman, Marty Farley. This is Stacy Hill with In New Light Magazine.
To find out how to get your advertisement in this magazine, contact us at www.innewlightmag@gmail.com. Mystic Corner.
Namaste. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is love, of truth, of light, and of peace. When you are in the place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Celtic blessings. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall softly upon your fields. And, until we meet again, may the good Lord hold you in the palm of his hand.
Accurate accounting and payroll services for all your accounting and payroll needs. Holistic Health.
What the heck is Reiki? This is Reverend Stacy Hill, Reiki Master and Instructor. With all the talk on alternative healing methods, it's no wonder that Reiki has come up in mainstream methods for healing. For most people, Reiki is still a mystery. So what is Reiki? Simply, Reiki is a Japanese technique using energy as a method of healing. Reiki is used to aid in relaxation to promote healing for our body, mind, and spirit. Then you may ask, what is energy healing? Energy is a non-invasive and very gentle way to heal using the universal life force energy that flows through every living thing in the universe. It is known as prana in India, chi in China, orenda for Native Americans, mana for the Polynesians, and in Japan it is known as ki. So the translation of Reiki is Rei, meaning God's wisdom or higher power, and ki, meaning life force energy. Energy healing works purely with the energetic level of our being, also known as our soul. In other words, engaging in a healing session is like saying hello to your soul. Reiki is a form of laying on of hands, and some form of this type of healing is pretty much known in all cultures around the world, mostly spread orally. There are many theories as to how this type of healing was discovered and taught in its beginning. A form of touch healing, much like Reiki, has been a universal healing knowledge since the matriarchs. The most notable story for Reiki is the one of the Bible student Dr. Mikao Usui in the early 1900s. Dr. Usui questioned the validity of faith healing, asking to see it so he could believe it. Then he quit his ministry and university to begin a 7-year quest for the healing described in the Bible. He found what he sought in India. in Sanskrit formula. Returning to Japan, he still did not know how to apply the formula and symbols. He began a 21-day vision quest in a nearby cave in the mountains to meditate on this information. On the last day, the symbols appeared to him enveloped in light. He left the mountain knowing how to heal using this method and spent the next 7 years devoting his life to healing and began to teach Reiki to others. This story is just a highlight, as there are many stories on the exact true origin of Reiki. There are several types of Reiki: Tibetan, Karuna, Yusui Shikti, Ryoho, that is the form I practice, and several others. The form that I teach is administered by laying on hands and is based on the idea that an unseen life force energy flows through us and is what causes us to be alive. If one's life force energy is low, then we are more likely to get sick or feel stress. If it is high, we are more capable of being happy and healthy. During emotional or physical dis-ease, it is believed that our life force creates unbalanced energy fields which cause symptoms, diseases, or illnesses. Reiki energy healing balances these electromagnetic fields and the flow of energy within the body, thus restoring health to the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body. Reiki is a simple, natural, and safe method of energy healing and self-improvement that everyone can use. It has been effective in helping virtually every known illness and malady and always creates a beneficial effect. It works in conjunction with all other medical or therapeutic techniques to relieve side effects and promote recovery. It rejuvenates, restores, and restructures blocked energy and can accelerate the physical body's natural healing abilities. During a session, the Reiki practitioner allows Ki, universal life force energy, to pass through them to the client, raising the energy of the client, thus allowing a healing to take place. Clients report a session is very relaxing and calming, promoting within them a feeling of greater well-being and transformation, allowing them to forgive themselves, heal from past hurts, let go of negative energy, and has helped some live a more balanced, happy life. Reiki is not a religion and does not go against any other religious doctrine that I'm aware of. It can promote a type of spiritual feeling within you. And because it is guided by God consciousness, it can never do harm. It always knows what the client's needs are and will adjust itself to create the effect that is appropriate for them. Because it is a channeled energy healing, there is no exchange of energy between the practitioner and client, so no one need to worry about that. The practitioner is simply being a channel for the client, allowing this life force energy to pass through them to the client, allowing the client to heal themselves. If you have any more questions on Reiki, how to become a Reiki master, or just to receive the wonderful healing energy of Reiki, please contact me at info@newlightmagazine.com. Attention, Reverend Stacy Hill. Or you can go to our Facebook page and contact me through there. Again, this is Reverend Stacy Hill, Reiki Master and Instructor with New Light Magazine.
Reiki attunement classes with Reiki Master Instructor Reverend Stacy Hill. For more information, send an email to revstacyhill@gmail.com and start a journey in Reiki today. Astronomy and Astrology.
Starscopes, Zodiac and Cusp, Monthly Astrology Forecast. I'm Tammy Sabo, I'm your certified astrologer, and I'll be your guide into the stars. What are the starscopes? The starscopes, Zodiac and Cusp, astrology forecast are created from calculating the alignments of the planets, the moon, stars, and constellations that move through the heavens each month. Discover the uncanny characteristics that these celestial bodies seem to effortlessly unfold for us, unveiling situations that make us wonder, how could the stars know that, or me? What are the zodiacs? The astrology zodiac is also known as your sun sign, and typically this is what someone is asking for when they ask, what is your sign? In astrology, the zodiac sign is determined by your date of birth and how it coordinates with the zodiac constellations. This is where the science of astronomy and the study of astrology meet. In astronomy, one can follow the 12 zodiac constellations as they move in a spear-like planetarium that charts the sky and helps navigation as well as give an indication of season and time. These constellations are like a 12-slice pie, divided into 30-degree areas. Depending on which part of the pie is closest to the ecliptic, determines your zodiac sign. Where the science of astronomy leaves us, astrology picks us back up. In history, we can determine that both these studies were actually one. But as knowledge advanced in astrology, it became a science within itself that could be classified as its own field of study. Astrology charts patterns that the heavenly objects create within certain alignments. These patterns offer insight in determining possible emotions, characteristics, even circumstances in some cases. Enjoy your journey into the astrology zodiac. And now we begin the Starscope's March of 2013 Zodiac Monthly Astrology Forecast. Aries, March 21st through April 19th. The 4th could be a time of great optimism and generally a lucky period for you. Also, a sociable time when relationships should be able to flow with ease. The 8th brings a period of high energy and drive. Watch your mood though. This intense energy could have you edgy. Although this is extreme energy focused, it can inspire new creativity, which makes this a good time to start new things. The 10th may bring your attention to look further down the road now. This is a major planning period and could be slightly rocky as things emerge and offer new, as well as internal growth. Around the 15th, you should receive encouragement and gain support during this time. Although other signs also point to opposition, so you may have to deal with a challenge from outside forces or authority. Intense emotions may be lurking around the 21st that has drama written all over it. Keep looking forward, Aries. Great breakthroughs and insights are possible from the 23rd through the 29th. Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. The 19th marks a time of beginnings and unavoidable endings. Continue through the 15th. This energy offers enormous possibilities awakening for you. Awareness will be the key to ride the wave of this energy. The 19th through the 20th could indicate unsettling in your environment. You may have an urge to protect yourself, although a word of caution is in order here, as you may be irrational and difficult to get along with others. This could be a period of power struggles. Your desires could create oppositions with others. Avoid being overly aggressive. There is a tremendous energy flowing, great to get work done, but it could be an exhausting time if you don't manage rest in your schedule. Watch your health during this period. The 26th brings love and attraction into your life, as well as creativity and possible adventure. The 29th is a good time for physical activities. However, beware of swinging into reckless behavior. Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. The 3rd can be an excellent time for decisions and planning. This strong mental energy can help you become more alert and able to solve problems. The 7th could offer up a surge of confidence for you and may have you looking at your potential for growth and expansion. The 17th through the 20th could have you acting or appearing unpredictable. Be careful of conflicts with authority, as things may not go in your favor. Try to avoid rash actions. This energy could affect your moodiness greatly, as your irritation level will be on sensitive. The 23rd will bring intense, energetic energy that favors physical activity, romantic interest, and exercise. This is a good time to take on leadership roles and more responsibilities. Your self-confidence and steady progress will be heightened around this time and could lead to promotion in your career path. Be careful around the 25th not to stir things up, as things could get blown out of proportion. It's not a good time to take risk. Cancer, June 21st through July 22nd. The 4th could be a period of testing limits, mainly yours. This energy ushers in hectic environments and chaos in relationships. This transition does offer a little reprieve with a possibility for clarity. Pay close attention to your dreams during this phase, as your unconscious may offer clarity to situations. The 7th could be an intense time for romance, as Venus is being a prominent and powerful player. There could be control issues, or rather, who's dominating who. Dominating versus submissive issues involved if partnerships don't find compromise. Who's the boss in the romance? The 17th can relate to sudden actions or irrational behaviors. Avoid being overly aggressive and prepare to control your temper. However, this energy often is associated with the unusual and can relate to new ideas and projects. Watch out for power struggles and flare-ups from the 20th through the 23rd. There is an indication of steady progress being made, and by the 25th you should be able to focus your attention to practical matters and long-term goals. Expanding in business is very likely during this phase, and finding new direction is very favorable. Leo, July 23rd through August 22nd. The energy coming in around the 8th could highly stimulate your drive and ambition. This energy can be intensely strong at times and could really test your ability to keep your cool, as you may feel an intense aggressiveness or impatience stirring within you. Awareness of the effects of this energy is crucial, as it is likely to drive you into conflict. From the 11th through the 16th, your romantic chemistry is likely to urge you into intimate relationships and can relate to meeting someone whom you really connect with on deep levels and passions. While this energy is alluring, it is also very clouding in mental clarity, and choices would be better put off until you are not being ruled by emotion. Around the 19th, be careful of drama and possible theft. Emotional conflicts may create opposition or make new enemies. On the 22nd, you may have a wave of compassion flush understanding through you, which can allow you to be more forgiving. Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. You may feel your limits being tested from the 1st to the 10th, as chaotic energy enters into your home life or close relationships. Relationships involving female energies could be turbulent during this time, as your emotions are out of balance right now. Pressures could be getting to you. The 16th ushers in an energy that could be unexpected, immediate, and unique. While these can be good and creative energies, be aware of your own actions. You could be driven to rebellion. This could create a phase of anger management and a need for self-control. Around the 21st, you may experience an energy of sulkiness, laziness, or just plain low. Be careful of depressions during this time. This energy may have you feeling out of sorts and searching for belonging. Perhaps you're not feeling as connected as you appear in your surroundings. Jupiter squaring with Venus can bring feelings of isolation or wanting to escape. Around the 29th, prepare for change and growth, as well as managing risk and investments. Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd. The 1st through the 12th relate to an energy that is powerful for your career path. Your mental clarity is heightened during this time, helping you plan and make goals. This is ideal for communications and negotiations, as well as social appearances. You may find that your innovative ideas or ways are being admired by others. This could create a perfect time for presenting yourself to others. If you are a writer, you should write. If you act, go act. An artist, be artistic. Whatever you do, do it. You will shine. The 16th relates to an energy that is erratic. This can stir your own behavior and actions to be rash and cause you to appear unstable or risky to others. You may desire to try something new that is innovative and unique. An intense period of change, and yes, a little stress too, but bear with it. Around the 20th, the energy coming in may have you feeling restless and irritable. You may be overwhelmed with situations and could lack clear direction to follow through. To avoid conflicts, you must be aware of how your actions affect others. Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Around the 3rd, you may have conflicts with those younger than you or less mature. Chaotic energy could present a phase where your limits are being tested. By the 5th, you will enter an energy that is ideal for planning and decision making. Your ability to problem solve will be heightened during this phase. Travel is favorable during this time as well. Your energy around the 7th may be best described as seize the moment. Strong physical energy could stimulate your romantic desires and have you looking to make connections, however not necessarily a commitment. This can also relate to your environment. It could be creative, full of passion, or socially out and about for a wild adventure. energy around the 13th could be intense, erratic, and unpredictable, and you may act the same way. This can also symbolize unexpected actions. Be aware of possible power struggles around the 19th. Avoid the urge to be mischievous even if others are in opposition of your ambitions. Pay attention to your health and don't overwork yourself. You are likely to be fueled by motivational drive urging you on, and you may not allow yourself the proper rest. Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. The 12th marks a phase of great progress in any project that you are working on. It also brings about a period for you to explore your plans and make adjustments to areas that aren't working well. Working toward compromise will help progress, and you may find that you are ready to share and include others in your plan. Pay close attention to your actions as they may not reflect your desires or ambitions. Dealing with some agitations may have your temper hard to contain during this time. The energy coming in on the 13th brings an opportunity to be free from fears and expectations of others. You may find you are able to express yourself. Pressures to please disappear, allowing you to be more yourself. Around the 20th, you may be ready to give up parts of your life to obtain something greater. Circumstances may work in your favor around the 22nd, where you may discover new levels of self-discipline that seem to direct your focus to getting organized. Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. From the 1st through the 12th, you could be dealing with internal and private issues concerning yourself. Being aware of your own emotions is the only way to avoid allowing them to rule you during this time, as that could cause you to be edgy, irritable, and hard to be around. This is all you, Capricorn. Conflicts are lurking in the midst. You can cool it or plan to repel those around you. The energy flowing around the 13th through the 22nd symbolize unpredictability and still an air of rebellious behaviors within you and drama. So keep a thumb on your own actions. You are likely to still be very moody and able to lash out at any bystanders in the line of fire. Relationships with authority figures or those you work around could be stressed right now. This energy is best channeled into creativity and projects to turn into positive actions. Around the 27th, stimulating physical energy will fuel your romantic side into action. So look to enjoy exercise, romance, going out on the town. All in all, this is a much needed phase for you to unwind and let your hair down. With all the murky emotional drama from this month, you deserve it. Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. On the 2nd, you may have anxious feelings that are likely to have you aggressive and impatient. This could fuel your ego and drive. A word of caution is this energy brings out the dominant side of you, Aquarius, and could have you somewhat of a control freak. The main issue here is that you are likely to want to dominate others. If they feel the same way, this could be a harsh experience if you pressure issues of needing to dominate. The 14th doesn't offer much reprieve from drama, as it foretells irrational or sudden actions on your part. This aggressive energy can be used for the good if you are aware of it and find an outlet to channel it into getting some things done. So work your frustrations out on projects. Between the 17th and the 19th, things will seem to flow in this transit with ease, and you should get your sense of confidence back. This is a great time to reach accomplishments. The only caution here is that you may feel so content with yourself that you do not act on opportunities. Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. On the 3rd, you may have a strong desire for renewed independence in your life. This transit offers a chance to explore the more private sides of yourself. The only caution is that you may not be ready to look deeply at the most internal parts of you yet. Around the 7th, a deep sense of creating stability may drive you to manage your securities, investments, and home. There may also be a need to establish limits in your current situation. The 9th will usher some romantic energy in that will be driven by natural ability to want to enjoy life and those around you. Breakthroughs may be forthcoming with the transit around the 11th that may have you thinking out of the box. New ideas are certain to emerge for you during this time that could be the keys to finding solutions and new directions. There could be a bit of a fork in the road around the 14th. creating a test for you. The direction you are going in your career may not be in sync with your personal interest. This means that you will have to make a choice on how to continue this way or change direction. The danger here is that either way could be a missed opportunity for success. Starscopes. Astrology Cusp Forecast for March of 2012. What are the cusps? A cusp sign in astrology is given for those who are born during the transition from one zodiac sign to another. In the in-between, some believe that they are a mix of both, and they are. Yet astrology offers a way that this can be tailored to give more details for cusp signs the same way it works for zodiac signs. By looking at the alignments during the transitional periods of each month where the cusps fall, we can obtain calculations that offer a distinction in the characteristics of those born during these phases. It is as special as any sign, and here we treat them as unique and individual as they are. Not sure if you are a cusp sign? Cusp signs typically occur between the 19th and the 24th. If your birthday falls during that time, you're a cusp. Dates do vary, so check the dates in the following pages as you see what the cusp signs have to say about you or someone you know. Enjoy your journey into the astrology cusps. Aries, Aries Taurus, April 19th through April 24th. You could feel a surge of motivation that makes you feel vibrant and confident. This will fuel your romantic desires. With this being said, your emotions are in overdrive and will influence your decision making. It is best to put off contracts and negotiations until you are thinking clear. Strong physical energy from the 10th through the 15th will have you paying attention to health matters. You may be planning exercise and new healthy habits. With all of this physical feeling good energy, expect your desires for companionship and romance to be heightened. Drama around the 21st could turn into a power struggle, and applying pressures right now could lead to turbulent situations. The 28th marks a phase of opposition. Generally, this is a someone that creates these blocks. Time best spent during this phase will be working solo on projects. Taurani, Taurus, Gemini, May 19th through May 23rd. On the 1st, you have the desire to establish a foundation. Foundation can relate to what you stand for or creating security for your home and family. This experience can have you exploring restrictions and limits. Around the 4th, energy could be emotionally driven and personal. You may have to deal with your own inner conflict. You may be feeling energetic around the 10th, and you may find your actions are more effective during this time. This is a period that marks good health and fast recovery if you have been ill. Conflicts may emerge around the 15th with those close to you. Pressuring this situation could create damage to relationships. By the 26th, you will be ready to get organized, focus on your career plans, and take care of responsibilities. Gemini, Gemini, and Cancer, June 19th through June 23rd. Around the 7th, an urge to take action may put you in touch with deeper realities and cosmic laws and beliefs. The 9th could be a time of testing. Feelings of being tested or being competed with could play a huge role during this phase. Competition brings out the ego in us all, so be aware of how your actions affect others. Taking action during this phase will have you confronting some of your fears. Beware of feelings of despair. The 12th gives way to spontaneity and an unpredictable you. You may be ready to try something different, to be more unique and expressive. Creativity is a strong motivation during this phase. The 14th offers a period of good fortune and luck. If there ever was a time to take a risk, this would be it. Intense emotional drama around the 15th through the 17th that is likely to involve or affect your home life. Prepare for a hectic time until the 19th. Venus ushers in strong romantic desires around the 20th, so prepare to be driven by attractions and enjoyment. Cancer, and Leo, July 19th through July 24th. Around the 2nd could be a time that you may lack compassion for others when it comes to having your basic needs. Your survival instincts may come into play along with your ego. You may have an urge to stand your ground on certain positions that arise. Watch the ego here, being arrogant, as your behavior may be more irrational than necessary. The 8th offers an intense energy that is motivated towards health and long life. During this time, your actions could be very effective, and business or career opportunities could have you taking on more leadership roles or responsibilities. Be careful of rash decisions around the 17th, as some choices could lead you right into a drama phase on the 19th. The 30th is going to be a good time to take care of responsibilities and planning for long-term goals. This is usually a phase of making steady progress. Leo go, Leo and Virgo, August 19th through August 24th. Communications will be heightened for you around the 2nd. You could be driven by this energy, which could allow you to be more outgoing during this time. Conflicts may arise around the 6th. A strong transit may have this conflict out of your control or with those in authority. This is one of those times that it would be best to allow situations to cool, as it may not go in your favor. The 15th will bring with it intense motivation that could urge you to extreme effort and hard work. Things are flowing more harmonious now, so don't hold back. Around the 18th and the 19th, transits in play now relate to intense emotional drama. Too much pressure here could leave you feeling blocked. A word of caution: make sure the drama is not coming from you, as this could be you fighting yourself. Progress may slow down around the 30th. This could be from someone that has created opposition for you and has thrown up roadblocks. Ponder what is being said, as some things may be valid, which could have you changing your plans by considering some other ideas. Verbra, Virgo, and Libra, September 19th through September 24th. The 6th could have you feeling outgoing and ready to pour your energy into making things happen in your career path. Around the 7th, expect to be called upon for support from someone close to you. This could indicate a time that you may have to stand up for someone else. During this time, people may seem to gravitate towards you for help and understanding. The universe has enabled you to be giving of yourself and time, and able to put up with minor aggravations. Around the 10th, progress may require you to acquire material things to move forward. Perhaps you need to get new tools for your trade for advancement. The 12th ushers in a phase of energetic innovation for you. You may find yourself starting a new project. Venus is going to be stirring up romantic desires, as this can be a very physical time for you and your partner, or a possible new love connection. Libra, Libra, and Scorpio, October 19th through October 24th. The moon will influence you during this phase of ease and motivation that could have you cleaning up your surroundings at home and work. This transit urges you to make improvements. Moving into the 8th, you may find yourself driven with purpose, seeking something other than merely self-gain, but more in working with a team that can make your efforts seem more worthwhile. Around the 14th, your mind may soar in adventure and maybe even fantasy, which will inspire you to express yourself in new and creative ways. Around the 18th, it is likely that you will have to deal with some drama in your relationships. This is not typically a romantic relationship, however, it could be someone close to you. Typically, this transit relates to turbulent feminine energies, no matter what your polarity is. Around the 29th, you should feel a pull of energy from Mercury that will urge you to organize. This may require you to develop methods of self-discipline and communications with others. This is a period of very serious thinking, when even gaining additional learning may be considered. Scotarius, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, November 19th through November 24th. Your emotions are likely to be out of balance on the 1st, as what you believe to value may not reflect the way you feel right now. This poses an inner conflict that may require you to really consider the situation and may have you rethinking your own beliefs. By the 8th and through the 11th, you could be feeling really alive with energy. This is a period of physical energy that can be attractive, if not alluring, to others. A lot of action is associated with this phase, so you will be on the move until around the 19th. Conflicts may occur around the 19th through the 29th that relate to sensitive matters on your own, possibly being pried into or exposed by you or someone else. It is best to avoid getting into a heated conflict in this situation, as it could escalate into an explosive scene. Knowing when to walk away could have lasting effects on the direction of your life. Sometimes winning the battle is more about the understanding game than it is by winning a fight. Sagicorn, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, December 19th through December 24th. Feelings of opposition and discord around the 9th may create conflicts that could work against your purposes. This will require you to use self-control and poise. Take a moment to evaluate the situations to be able to approach them in a more strategic manner. Venus is romancing you around the 10th, so expect to be driven with desires. This means your emotions will be ruling you, so enjoy life pleasures, but no serious decision-making during this phase. Around the 12th, your mental energy will peak, creating a pattern of thinking that has you examining where you see yourself in the near future and far future. This will continue through the 20th and will bring bouts of creative thinking and perhaps writing. Ways of being artistic and creative may inspire you into projects. You may find that at times during this phase, you will get the most enjoyment by working alone while you're being creative. Save socializing for the 24th, as this will be much more in sync with your mood. Caprius, Capricorn, and Aquarius, January 18th through January 23rd. Your focus may be on managing and organizing around the 2nd. This usually relates to career and work. You are likely to be restructuring by gaining views and different approaches to take. Think originality. As with any change, conflicts may occur around the 3rd that could be based on old values and views. Around the 10th, focusing on a stable career path may have you thinking of making a change or addition to your current skills. From the 11th through the 18th, your new vision could be presenting even more breakthroughs for you. Your energy level will be very high, and this is a good drive to get things in motion. However, you may not be very sensitive to those around you. You may be so hyper-focused and enthusiastic that your social life may be put on hold as you work vigorously towards your goal. In saying that, expect some drama to occur around the 22nd with those who may be feeling left out. Aquaseas, Aquarius, and Pisces, February 18th to February 22nd. The 6th could be a phase of setting or learning limits, your own and of others. If you are a parent or a sibling, you could expect your limits being tested. Creative energy will start to flow around the 10th. That may inspire you to take new approaches. Some new concepts you are coming up with could be out-of-the-box thinking, innovative, or unusual. Allow new growth to transform you as you ride the wave of your own imagination. The 19th brings opportunities for you to move forward in a career direction. The path should be clear for you, and this transit offers smooth sailing. You only have to take the action to move. Your social life will be present and engaging during this time, and you are likely to be going out or in some form entertaining with people. This is an enjoyable time and should be met with optimism and readying for an adventure. Emotional conflicts could arise around the 21st, and this could relate to feeling like your private space is being invaded. Pisces, Pisces and Aries, March 19th through March 24th. You may start the month feeling like you're being hemmed in. You may be driven by the desire to be self-expressive. An opportunity of being expressive could come around the 3rd, however, it may be met with judgmental or opinionated views. This experience could present a dilemma for you. There is an element to the situation that will require you to make a choice. You can keep things privately yours, or try to change things about yourself, or accept them. The value in acceptance here is that if you are ready to truly accept, then inner growth will occur. However, if you aren't ready to flex your independence, growth is yet to be learned. The 7th through the 14th may have you focused on setting goals for yourself, testing your limits while building a secure foundation. This path could lead you to discovering unconventional solutions to problems. Around the 15th, you may experience a circumstance that puts your work and personal interest at a crossing. At this point, you will have to decide which opportunity to take. Be careful of getting pulled into emotional drama around the 21st. That concludes the star scopes, Zodiac and Cusp Astrology Forecast for March of 2012. I'm Tammy Sabo, and until next time, I will be looking at you in the stars.
The Savannah Deck. Celebrate Savannah's history with a limited edition box set available at www.thesavannahdeck.com.
Celestial Event Calendar for March of 2013. March 2nd, planetary alignment, the portal, begins. On March 4th, the waning moon, last quarter. March 10th, comet Pan-STARRS. March 11th, new moon, the end of the planetary alignment, the portal. March 15th, peak for meteor shower Gamma Normids. March 17th, Mercury goes direct, planetary alignment, moon in conjunction with Jupiter. March 19th, waxing moon, first quarter. March 20th is the spring equinox. March 23rd, planetary alignment, finger of God begins. March 27th, full moon. March 29th, planetary alignment, finger of God ends.
Contributors and credits.